when you need.
And as the Lakers entered the building, there was a fierce look in their eyes. That's the look of a team out to defend its home court. One of the all-time greats, Magic Johnson, welcoming you to downtown LA and Staples Center on a gorgeous Southern California afternoon. TGIF, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. We're bringing it to you live. With Doris Burke, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. And with us tonight, an icon on the court, in the studio, and here at the broadcast table. How about that for an introduction, Candace Parker?
Thank you. I hope I live up to this intro, guys.
Allie, take it away.
From the outset, Coach Vogel has had a consistent message for these Lakers. Anthony Davis said, quote, he's a defensive coach, and he wants us to have a defensive mindset. Vogel said, quote, that's as powerful of a weapon as there is. Powerful as in superstar. If you have an elite defense, that can be your third star, so to speak.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And AD, obviously somebody who can play the 4 or the 5 for you. In which role do you think he's more effective, Candace?
AD is effective at both, but at the same time, he has an advantage when fives guard him and when they're forced to guard him, because you honestly have 5 people on the court that are capable of bringing the ball up. So I would say AD playing against a bigger guy that has to step away from the hoop is definitely to the Lakers' advantage.
And the statistics show when AD's at the 5, the Lakers are at their best. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. McDaniels out there with Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Reed in at the 5. And for the Lakers, they've got Russell Westbrook, LeBron James out there with Talen Horton-Tucker. Then there's Avery Bradley. And it's Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Russell, following the score by the Lakers. It's Edwards on the wing, pounded by Westbrook. Just 4 to shoot. Shot is good by Edwards.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
Well, Candace, you'd be hard-pressed to find a player who's transformed as many teams as LeBron James. Entire franchises have changed overnight when he's come to town.
Yes, and that's the impact that LeBron James has had on basketball in general. I mean, on the court, yes, but even off the court, if you think of what he's accomplished. This is a guy that you want to be your teammate. This is a guy that obviously has etched his...
So both teams changing it up here. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Here's Edwards. Rebound by the Lakers. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year.
Last year, as expected, they had very little trouble against these guys. Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Anthony's checked in for James.
One shot.
And that one misses. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. And a lot of great basketball talent in the pipeline, both for the NBA and the WNBA. So Candace, what players in the women's game do you see coming in and having a huge impact?
Well, you got to start first with the impact that Breanna Stewart has had in the WNBA. You're going to see more of those forward versatile players that are coming in. You're going to see more of the big guards, those guards that have the skills. And you're seeing that in the NBA. It's becoming positionless. And when everybody's able to do everything, it makes for an exciting game for the fans.
Yeah, no doubt. Back to Westbrook. Here's Money, guarded by Edwards. Offensive board, Howard. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Yeah, their aggressive approach on the offensive glass has created second chance opportunities.
Russell to pass to Edwards. Got a hand on it. Westbrook against Russell. Pass to Money. Westbrook outside. Westbrook drawing the double. 5 to shoot and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Well, Candace, it's surprising the number of great players who struggle at the free throw line. What advice would you give them?
It's interesting. I've had this conversation with Shaq a number of times. I think it's super important. I sing at the free throw line. It goes back to muscle memory. So you end up taking the thought and the mental aspect out of it and just going back to how you've shot time and time again. That's the biggest thing, is continuing that routine and making a repetitive motion.
Well, we're all waiting. Let's hear your song.
I sing Song Cry by Jay-Z. Same verse every time.
Well, we're all waiting. Let's hear you sing your song.
That's for another game.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
And the basket by Horton Tucker. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, in their first half of play, they're closing out aggressively. The block shots, a key indicator of their activity defensively.
There's something else they've done right from the get-go tonight is run. So much of their offense coming on the fast break.
Back to Vanderbilt. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Westbrook from 15 feet away. Edwards can't hit.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Money misses. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Yep, that one goes. Edwards got 8.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
Stolen by Russell. Here's Edwards, plenty of space, and it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. 10 points for him.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, ending the quarter up 10. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be back in a moment. And the great LeBron James says he's not focused on numbers. It's all about getting that W.
There's no pressure for none of us to score. There's no pressure for any of us to do more than you have to. For me, I'm whatever. I'm all about winning.
And it's all about playing the right way, isn't it?
It really is, B.A. And when you're playing team basketball, that removes some of the pressure. When it comes down to it, hero ball often falls short.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen from the Lakers, what's your take so far?
With their offense clicking on all cylinders, they own that first quarter.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
DeAndre Jordan is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Carmelo Anthony. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. And it's Money in at the 2-guard spot. That's the Laker 5. Well, Candace, you've won WNBA titles, college titles, gold medals. I could go on and on. Is there a championship that you cherish the most?
The WNBA championship for me is the best of the best. I think that was the championship that took the longest to get, and that was the hardest. And, I think because of that, I appreciate it that much more.
That free throw, no good. And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in. That one misses. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 37% from the floor at this point. Here's Okogie, and it's blocked by Davis.
Davis does a great job of using his length there. I love how Davis takes pride in sending shots the other way.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, BA. The Minnesota Timberwolves and their sister franchise, the Lynx, under new management, or at least that's the plan starting in 2023. A key part of the sales agreement was stipulation that the teams remain in Minnesota, something that's got to make the fans in the Twin Cities very happy.
Oh, that's great news, Allie. Thanks for that. Good on the second one. Candace, I know you're a fan of the tall guard and how they play. Who are some of your favorite current and all-time big guards?
You know, I think I always tease in this era. You know, I think KG would have been rebounding and bring the ball up more. I think he was made and built for this era, so I'm going to include him in the tall guards category. But, you know, honestly, I think you look at guys like Kevin Durant. I know he's listed as a small forward, but anybody that rebounds the ball, brings it up. You look at Giannis and how he continues to facilitate and make others better. So I think it's going to be a change of what the definition of guard means.
James can't get it to go. For Minnesota, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Here's Noel. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Outside Nunn. Pass to James. Back to Nunn. Lets it go from deep. Buries it from 3. Nunn's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
You expect LeBron to drop dimes like this. His vision on the court is exceptional.
Beverly outside. Now Reed. Nunn defends. All right, Candace, I know you grew up a Chicago Bulls fan. Who is your favorite player on those legendary Bulls teams, not named Michael Jordan?
Well, you know, I loved following the Bulls, especially in the 90s. That was when I fell in love with basketball. But there was a guy named Ron Harper that I really enjoyed watching. I think that he was a huge piece in their championship run. And, you know, before he joined the Bulls, he used to give number 23 a couple battles when he was with the Cavs.
You might go with Dennis Rodman.
That's a good one, too. That jumper is cash. Davis looks so confident rising up from these in-between spots.
And Minnesota calls time here.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Bradley, he's checked in for the Lakers. Jordan against Beverly. Pass to Noel. Poke loose. To the inside. Reed. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
They just look so overwhelmed inside.
Russell Westbrook. He's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be right back. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards. Both teams will make substitutions. So for Minnesota right now, the backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Nas Reed out there with Jarrett Vanderbilt. And it's McDaniels in at the 3.
Boy, that's all by design now. Get the shot as soon as possible on that inbound pass.
To the middle. Here's Westbrook. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 3 assists tonight. Here's Edwards. Give him 20. Up top, Reed. Back to Russell. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, D'Angelo Russell is a dynamic scorer in the NBA. He's got a unique skill set at the position. The key is he's got to continue to grow as a decision maker.
Okogie's checked in for Vanderbilt, so he gets them both. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Westbrook outside. Pass to Money. Shoots from 12. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Russell's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Okogie, pounded by Westbrook. And he comes up with a bucket.
They've come into the second half with renewed focus at the offensive end, putting in a big effort.
Westbrook outside. On the wing, Bradley. Here's Money. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Russell against Davis. And it's Russell on the drive.
Boy, the speed of Russell can take you aback. This guy's so good at using it to take the defense apart on the drive.
Here's Davis. McDaniels with the rebound.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Inside, here's Okogie. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Okogie's got 4 points in the quarter.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
James, outside. Pass to Money. Back to James. James double teamed. Davis. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
How about that? LeBron James always looking for his guys. The court vision, unreal.
Russell, the pass to Reed. Back to Russell. 1:57 left in the third quarter.
You cannot be careless guarding D'Angelo Russell. This guy's so good at putting the defense in tough spots.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
We've seen them make the extra effort defensively, rotating, closing out airspace, and sending shots back.
Yeah, and I think something they've also worked hard at tonight is crashing the boards. The second chance points have been coming in bunches.
And the Lakers with some changes. Jordan's checked in for LeBron. Anthony comes in for Bradley. And Nunn is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. 1:57 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Money. Back to Nunn. Down low. Here's Money. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Noel. At the line for the Lakers.
And that one misses. Beverly, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. The Timberwolves have gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the third. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
All right, BA, Russell Westbrook last season said titles won't define him. He said, quote, "I grew up in the streets. I'm a champion. I don't have to be an NBA champion. My legacy isn't based on what I do on this court. It's what I do off the floor. How many people I'm able to impact and inspire."
Well, different perspective, Allie. Good stuff.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
That one's good for 2.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Anthony outside. Back to Nunn. Here's Money. He's got 5. Pass to Nunn. And here's Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Davis. and score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
And I'll tell you what, if you're going to mix it up with Davis, you better be on your game. He's so powerful inside.
Beverly outside. 29 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Reed. And that one's long.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Nunn against Beverly. Nunn with a bucket. Nunn's got 5 now.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Lakers on top. They lead by 18. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And now we take a listen in to a recent huddle from Frank Vogel.
Look, they can't guard great passing. You're passing the ball great to start. You got to do that for fourth quarter.
Reaching that ball movement, Frank Vogel, he certainly likes what he's seen so far.
Yeah, and I'd say moving the ball with a purpose, working the offense, trying to find good shots.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Anthony, Kendrick Nunn out there with Malik Monk. Then there's Talen Horton-Tucker, and it's Howard in at the 5 spot. That's the Laker 5. Pass to Beverly. Here's Noel. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.